How's it going, tubers? Mr. Green here, and out in the workshop again today. Had a project that I already started, but I thought I'd bring you along with the rest of it, and we'll see it finished, and then we'll go check it out. So here's the project at hand. I got this axe. Let me just get you on the tripod here. See if you can see that. There you go. So I got this axe when I was, I think, about 13 years old. It was given to me from, I can't remember exactly where I got it, to be honest with you, but I've had it for, I don't know, I'd say almost 20 years now. So it's been, you know, until, I don't know, the last 5 years, I really haven't been in the, habit of really taking care of my tools, especially a tool that years ago I only used when we went out camping and hiking, that type of thing. So, but now we spend a lot of time in the bush, and I like to carry an axe with me when I'm out in the bush. So I figured I'd take the time to get it refinished. It was originally blue. They had painted it, I think, straight out of the factory. Just, but when it gets stuck in the wood all the time because of the paint on it. So, and as you can see, there is some pitting in it from over the years. So I took it on my sander and sanded everything all nice and smooth. Obviously, I didn't care so much for it before, or care for it, I should say. And I had mushroomed up the back of the hammer part on hitting things with it over the years, and it was all mushroomed out. So I took the grinder and I grinded all the edges off there, and then cleaned up the rest of it with still wool here, just to give it a half decent shine. And then I'm going to oil this, and it's going to be kept inside now from now on. So here's the maker's mark here, Hudson Bay, I'm guessing that's what that means, and it says made in Sweden. So apparently anything made in Sweden is very good quality. The steel is very hard steel. I've been working at sharpening it right now, and it takes a long time to get this a nice fine edge, and now it's getting pretty sharp. So I've got to sharpen it here just a bit more. And then the next thing is going to be to deal with this handle. The handle is still in good shape, but it was varathaned years ago, straight from the factory. So now it's all peeling, and it's just uncomfortable on your hands. It's slippery, and as everybody knows, anybody that's watched any of my other videos, how many times I mentioned Wrangler Star. I watch a lot of his videos, and the way he takes care of his tools is just to be desired. So, and he uses boiled linseed oil on his handles and stuff too. So, my next task is going to be to sand all this down. Now, if you look at the fawn's foot on the bottom of this, it's nice. It does hold it in your hand, but the only problem is this way looks fine. But now look at this way. Look at how thin this is. So right now, when I grip this, I can get a good grip on it, but at the same time, I'd rather it was a little softer down in here, right here. So I've got the sander to do it, so I'm going to sand this down just a little bit, just to give it a better feel, and then obviously sand down the whole handle, and then we'll put some linseed oil on it, and then we'll go hack at a tree that I've got coming down first thing in the spring, so we'll see how well it works. So, pardon me, I'm just going to get this side is all I have left to give the final sharpening to, and just using a little clamp here, a little C-clamp to hold it in place for me. Doesn't need to be super tight, just so it holds it in place. Alright, and then I just take a very fine file and just work that edge. and you can see it polishing the edge. Now on that edge, you can see where areas it's a little duller to where it's shiny. Ooh, I have to be careful, that's really sharp. To where it's shinier. So what I'm doing is just going to keep working this edge until I get it all shiny all the way along. And then we can test to see how sharp it is. There we go. That's looking pretty sharp. See if I can find a piece of paper here. We can test this out. Now, I'm by no means saying that this is how Wrangler Star sharpens his axe, because he doesn't. He uses stones, and I don't have stones to do that, but like it just cuts like butter now. So that's done. So now the next thing is going to be to start working on this handle. Let me back you back up here. So I'm going to start working on this handle. And it's ash, the handle. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to sand it down with, I won't show you all of this because it'll be boring to watch, but I'm going to take my random orbiting sander here and I'm going to sand everything down first, and then I'm going to work on the profile. So I'll get this sanded up here, and we'll be back and you can take a look. Okay, so I got most of it all sanded down, just the places that I can't get with the other sander. I've got some sandpaper here, but look at how much better that looks. It looks beautiful now. It needs just a little bit more sanding down in here. So I'll just get this cleaned up here first, and then I'll take it over to the power sander and round the inside of that foot a little bit better. And they didn't break any of the edges on the fawn's foot. Like, it's just square edges right out of the factory. It'll be worth it though to fix this axe up, and it is good quality steel, so it's something that I can pass down to my son when he gets older. He's 5 right now, but one day I'd like him to learn how to do a lot more bushcraft. He does spend a lot of time in the bush with us, and that's where he plays a lot, but you can always learn. I'm always still learning. Like, half the people I watch on YouTube, I learn stuff every single day that I didn't know before. So that's why I appreciate everybody on YouTube so much, is because if you don't know something, you can always go find it on YouTube somewhere. So it's just a beneficial place for everybody. So anyways, I'm going to go over, shape this a little bit, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to get some linseed oil on this now, and I'll show you here. It's going to be hard to see on camera, but I sanded this down in here, so now it fits my hand a little better. So make sure you guys can see this. Move this back maybe a little bit. There we go. So this is boiled linseed oil. This is funny. This is a piece of paper that I pulled off the newspaper over there. Just happened to be that headline. It's a scary world we live in now, that's for sure. And it's only going to get worse. I'm scared for my children's future. That's for sure. But anyways, we'll get this on here. And we'll do about half the handle, and then I'll bring it up close and you can see the difference in what it does to the wood. And there's a few spots where the wood has dried out over the years, like really dried out, and it's now starting to crack a little bit. So I'll be putting on several treatments of this over the next couple of weeks to really let it soak in and absorb it deep into the wood, and then it'll refreshen it again. So now you can see the difference now. There's done and not done. It makes the wood grain just stand out. It's not going to be slippery on my hand. So it's just an amazing product to use. I've used boiled linseed oil for years now on lots and lots of different stuff in my house and different projects I've built. It just, you don't have to spray anything. Sure, I'm not going to say it doesn't stink, because it does. It's not as bad as paint smell, but it smells like oil. Like you can definitely smell the oil in it, because obviously that's what it is. But yeah, it's not anything I can't deal with, even out in this small shop here. So, but there we go. There's one coat on it. Looks almost like a brand new axe now. I need to just put some oil on the handle here, or on the metal. And I'm just going to use some WD-40 here. And then take some paper towel and wipe it on there. I do not want this to rust. And if somebody knows what the best oil is to put on steel, so to keep it from rusting, let me know. I'm kind of curious. I'm just using WD-40, but like if it's motor oil is better, or you know, vegetable oil, I don't know. There's lots of different oils out there. So if anybody knows, could you let me know down in the comments what would it be best to put on metal? So, but there we go. That axe is now pretty much complete. I'm going to let it dry here quickly for a little bit, and then I'll set you up outside and we'll go take a few swings at this old apple tree that's coming down. So we'll talk to everybody here in a few minutes. Alright, well now we're outside and the axe is all done. And this is the apple tree right here that's going to come down. And we'll take a couple swings at it and see how it cuts now. And as you can tell, it cuts quite nice. Look out. Look at these chunks. That's a pretty good cutting depth. So, can't complain about that. And now that I've got this started, I might as well drop this tree. So, go from here. Okay, I'm not going to videotape all of that. As you can see, it takes out nice chunks. But yeah, I can't just leave that now because the kids play out here. So I'm going to work away, get this done, and then cut it all up. So say thank you to all the subscribers. Thanks for checking out this video, and make sure to subscribe and to see upcoming videos. So we'll talk to everybody soon.